Okay, so in the previous video, I showed you basically an overview of the tools and the features that we're going to use in relation to Adobe Image Ready. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to show you how you can find your video dimensions. As I mentioned earlier, finding your video dimensions is very important, mainly because we're going to create a box within that video template that is the same size of the video dimension that you're going to use. So what I want you to do is, if you're using YouTube, then I want you to go to YouTube or whatever video hosting site you're going to use and figure out the video dimensions. If you're using YouTube, for example, then I'm looking at my uploaded videos right now. And I click on, let's say, Marketing Roadmap Success Promo Video. If I click on that specific video and it allows me to embed that video, then what I'm going to do here is click on the embed and click on customize. And as you can see here, YouTube does allow you to choose different video dimensions. So I could choose a bigger size, a smaller size, or whatever size. Now I'm going to leave it as it is by default with the 425 by 344. Now you might want to write that down. So I'm going to write 425 by 344 height. Now I'm going to need that when I go to my Adobe Image Ready program. What I'm going to need to do is create two image files. Now we're only going to actually edit the second image file, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. When I create a file, I need to click on File, New, and I want to make sure that I have a transparent background. Whenever you're creating these video squeeze page templates, I always like to keep everything transparent just because I can work with it in an easier way. And I'll show you in a minute what I mean. So the width needs to be 425 and the height needs to be 344. And I can press OK. Now what I want you to do next is to fill this in with the color black. So I'm going to change this to black, use the paint bucket tool, and then fill it up. This right here is going to be basically the area where we can place our video player. Now I'm going to minimize this and I'm going to create a new image file. So I'll click on Image, New. In this case, I want to make sure that the size of this particular image needs to be at least double the size of the 425 by 344 box. So in this case, I'm going to make it 800 by 600. Make it on a transparent background and click on OK. Okay, great. Now that I have two image files, I have the transparent one here and I have the video box here. The next step is basically going to move this box over to here. Now, there are several ways that you can actually do this. You can either use this magic wand tool and move it over here. But the way I like to do it is, if you click on here and you look under your layers box and simply left click here and drag and move it over here to your second image file, and then click on this move tool, and basically you can move your video anywhere you want. Now that that's done, I'm going to minimize this and maximize this. The nice thing about layers is now we have two layers. We can basically move this video box anywhere we want it. It doesn't matter where it is, and we can customize that. Normally I like to start by putting it down here. And if later on I find an image file that takes up this area, then I can always move it up here. But for starters, let's just leave it down here and assume that we're going to put a title up here, put an image in the background, and make the video here. The nice thing is that you're almost done. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to put it all together so that you have your royalty-free images and you've balanced everything out so that it looks nice.